What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back again here on PlayStation Source. This is, of course, Save Slot Podcast, the weekly news show about any and all things PS5, PlayStation games, and PlayStation itself. With me, of course, my luxurious co-host, the ArachKnight. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. How about you?
You ever just wake up in a rhythm to just work, and you get shit done?
No.
No? Oh. Well,
that is a hard no.
If you ever do, it's a great feeling. It's a good time. You know what I'm saying? If it reminds you of college, good times. Other than that, you've been good and everything?
Yeah, I've been good, just busy.
I feel that. We got a little. Yo, did you go outside last night?
Did you leave your house last night?
No, there's a point, but did you happen to wander outside?
I sat at my patio.
Did you? Okay, was there fog near your area as well?
I was expecting Pyramid Head. I was ready for Silent Hill.
Bro, it was foggy, and we don't ever get fog in Arizona. It was very weird.
It was
very
kind
odd.
of eerie,
very eerie.
But
yeah.
I was half expecting to see Pyramid Head. I pride myself on not being a little baby, not being a coward.
That makes one of us, at least. That makes one of us.
Yeah. If I stroll into a town and I see Pyramid Head, I'm turning around.
What the fuck is Pyramid Head?
Pyramid from Silent Hill. You've never seen Pyramid Head before?
Well, maybe I've seen it and not realized that was who Pyramid Head was or whatever, but I can't draw an image in my head right now on who Pyramid Head is.
Let me send you a quick image.
Okay, definitely send me that quick image. But as we keep it going, of course, housekeeping. You can catch the show here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and our anchor link down below in the description, where you can find us on other podcast services of your choosing. Like the video and rate the podcast to help us get seen by more viewers so we can grow the PSS family. I figured that now, when I started saying that, people would review more.
Yeah.
We got some stuff, but I gotta tell you, I was expecting a little bit more. All right, so maybe we can, try again this week. All right, leave us some funny stuff. I don't know. Tell us a joke. Tell us about our day. I'm literally gonna read it out to the class. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All you gotta do is submit. Just submit
enough for the class?
Huh?
Did you bring enough for the class?
We're gonna. I could do it right now. You want me to do it right now?
Go for it.
Let's do it right now. Fuck it. Okay, so we got another 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, but no comment with it. Just another rating.
W.
So whoever you were in the void, I appreciate your rating, sir. Really do appreciate it. We had the homie Lou in the comment section last week, saying hopefully I'll have a PS5 by then.
Yeah,
a very standard, very standard thing that one might say for sure. Then we had the homie Paul saying first. So shout out to that. But hey, this is your opportunity to be read out loud to the class. All you gotta do is submit. All right, put those reviews in. You know what? I'm so thankful that I remembered this. Do you use Spotify, ArachKnight?
I do. I'm listening to Spotify right now.
Yeah, can you scour that? Because I'm a person that, of course, lives to a higher class.
Wow.
Right, and I'm not over here on Spotify. You can miss me with that. So check out if we have any reviews on Spotify that I am missing. Well, I just have 17 Spotify reviews and I just missed it all. Oh well. Speaking of, down below you can let us know what you like or dislike about the show and connect with us further on Twitter and Discord in that description as well. And if you're feeling generous, if you want to go further than a review and a comment, which is not at all mandatory, you can of course hit that join button to become a member of the channel with the $1 Prince tier and the $5 King tier. Gives you access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shout outs like I'm about to do right now. We have ArachKnight, we have Owen, we have Caleb Kaiser. Oh no. Oh, yo.
Shogi?
Chungi, and that was 4. I'm missing a 5th. Oh man, this is it. I'm gonna shout out just a fan that I know. You know what? We'll give Starks a little shout out.
Yes, shout out to Starks.
Shout out to Starks in that Discord. Definitely hit up that Discord in the description. And in case you missed it, this week, of course, we did stream series that we're continuing. We did Ratchet and Clank. What's it called? Oh my god. Quest for Booty. Not that great of a game. I'm gonna keep it honest.
Yeah, no,
not that great.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It kind of just happened, But a more entertaining one to watch was, of course, we're continuing the long play club over on JoyClicks. You can watch my Metal Gear Solid stream on the channel. I'm gonna keep it. Listen, ArachKnight, I try to not have toxic streams. Okay,
right.
I don't like being mad at a game. Metal Gear Solid Episode 3 was a toxic stream. If you want to see me at like my, it's not as bad as God of War 1 Final Boss. Not as bad as that, but it was pretty toxic. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty toxic. But other videos that you missed on the channel, if you missed it, we talked about PS5 upgrades that need to come to PS4 games, Returnal pre-order and SSD information as well. The game's gonna load fast. You get some cool pre-order skins. You love to see it. Also, I didn't put it on the doc, but we'll talk about it right here, right now. Returnal got delayed to April 30th from the initial release date of March 21st. ArachKnight, how you feeling about that?
It's just a month. It's nothing to be upset about. I feel like I definitely wanted to get my hands on it, but I don't have a PS5, so that buys me a little time. Indeed.
Which we don't think I forgot our new segment. All right, listen, man, just don't even. I got you, bro. But also, there was
humbled. Just L after L.
Also, there was a Destruction All-Star State of Play. You can watch our reaction on that State of Play, and watch me watch it for the first time on the channel, as well as I do have a breakdown that is recorded. I just have to edit it. Okay, it's not going to be up before this podcast goes live, but it should be up soon next week. I'm thinking Tuesday when the game drops. I'm thinking that's when I'm going to drop it, because we got something on Monday. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Check the channel out for Monday, okay? I need y'all to blow up that thing I'm putting up on Monday, okay? But besides that, look out for a Destruction All-Stars breakdown in the coming week. So we went over podcast reviews. I've been talking too much. ArachKnight, what have you been playing this week?
Honestly, not a whole lot. I've been so reluctant to play MGS like again after starting it because of those controls.
Yeah, man, I feel you.
It is. We need a remake, expeditiously.
You know what's hilarious?
What?
Do you know what's hilarious? So, the viewers that are watching this right now, right? They won't be able to hear this, but tomorrow on Monday, right, on JoyClicks, Long Play Club episode 3 gets uploaded. Okay.
Right.
In that episode, I make the case that this stream that we had this week for this part of the game specifically was the main reason as to why I now 100% want and yearn for a Metal Gear Solid remake.
We need it.
I literally said the exact same things that you just said. For real.
It
hurts because, are you enjoying the story at least though?
It's very cool, but I'm teetering back and forth of just watching a playthrough.
Yeah, I got. If you want, I could give you hey, listen, when this part happens, be prepared to do this. It's really annoying, but you're gonna have to do this, and I could give you some tips as to what you could encounter in the future. But if you just bail out and want to watch it, I don't blame you.
Get it on the Long Play Club, but if I do decide to just play through it, I'd like to play through it on my own. I like going in and figuring it out all independently.
Yes. Yeah.
But it has been a trial. But that's not too bad. Just other than that, just a little Diablo here and there, and Resident Evil Revelations 1.
Ooh, okay. I see you.
Like,
I see
that's
you.
been fun. Like, it's yeah, we need more Jill content. I need more Jill in my life.
Yeah, I know that PSS Discord is all about Jill. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Definitely.
Owen.
I mean, of course, specifically the homie Owen is very much the I'd say like the leader of the Jill Club. You know?
Yeah, like we all appreciate the RE girls
Facts.
because
Facts.
like other like it's weird, like all of the like most RE women, it's like, yeah, this is just like thirst bait. Like, why is every woman in this game hot?
Right.
It's obscene. We don't need that.
It's
Like,
obscene and absurd.
Yeah, like playing Revelations, like Chris's partner, like, because you play as Jill and Chris's partner is hot too. It's like, why is every woman in this series hot? Except for Sherry. Sorry.
We don't like Sherry. All my homies hate Sherry.
I'm not a Sherry guy. And Ashley from RE4, which you need to play if you haven't.
Here's the thing, right? So, speaking of Resident Evil, I did purchase Resident Evil 1, the remake, from like a few years back.
Ooh.
Right? But because it was on sale for like $5, I had like $4 left in PSN off of a gift card. I'm like, yo, that'll be like $1? Come on, man. Absolutely. So I bought it, but then I was looking more into it, right? All of the remaining Metal Gear Solids, sorry, not Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evils that I haven't played, so I bought one, right? I would need to play 4, 5, 6, and I think Code Veronica.
Yes.
They're all on PS Now. You'll love to see it.
You love to see it. Like, Code Veronica is a banger. Resident Evil 4 is talked about like as one of the best games of all time. So that speaks for itself. And I would recommend, if you can, playing RE2 and RE3 Classic.
RE2 and RE3. But I feel like I already did the remakes. I mean, like...
You're missing like, okay.
I know.
RE2 Classic, like, you're missing some stuff there from remake. RE3 remake to Classic feels like two different games.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say. RE3 is a whole different ballgame. I know that. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we will see. We will see. Because your boy got a lot of games going on right now,
What have you been playing?
Look at that segue. Look at that. I wasn't even getting at that, but okay. Metal Gear Solid 1, of course. Check out my longer thoughts on Long Play Club tomorrow on youtube.com/joyclicks. But overall, it's I'll say quite interesting. Story is good. I love the characters. I really like the world that they were building at in this original game. This gameplay just needs to, it just sucks that it's such a good story with good characters, but it's trapped in this just like objectively, in comparison to modern day standards, a bad game. And it is what it is.
It's very
dated.
Saying?
Yeah. I mean, bad might be harsh. Dated is probably a better way to put it. But shout out to that. I also beat Hitman 2. I know. Listen, ArachKnight. I know you're on the wrong side of history, right? And you're not seeing the light of IO Interactive. Okay, I get it. But I had a damn good time with Hitman 2. I thought it was great. There's a lot of it's pretty much what I said last week. A lot of really cool instances that they put you in. The overall arcing story of Agent 47 ends off in a really cool way with Hitman 2 as well. That really is pushing me to maybe buy Hitman 3 like this week. I was looking to probably wait for it to go on sale because I might still do that, but I may just say fuck it and just buy Hitman 3. But we will see. Other than that, I am playing another game that I can't talk about on this current recording because this will go up a day before the embargo lifts. But wink, wink, nudge, nudge, be around the channel on Monday to hear my thoughts about that particular game. I bought Cyber Shadow, ArachKnight.
I've heard a lot about Cyber Shadow.
Dude, I feel like this is an ArachKnight ass game, bro.
Dude,
I really do. And it's of course Harbinger's back to classic Ninja Gaiden games and like just those I guess NES, you would say, those 2D platformers, and I gotta tell you, yo, it's tough, man. It's tough. It is a tough game. I feel like you will like it a lot. Just purely off of just like how hard this is. Yeah. I highly recommend this game for you, definitely. And like it's totally not expensive. It's like under $20. I know I think I bought it on Switch for like $15, but I think it's a similar price on PSN as well. And I know it's on PC too. It's a low price. I fucking love 2D platformers. This one is no different. Big fan of it. Great soundtrack, great pixel art. You'll love to see it. But it is hard. It is hard. Like, people said that Celeste was hard. I think this game is way harder than Celeste.
Yeah, like I played through Celeste. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I bought Celeste early in the week.
This week?
Yeah.
My fucking boy. My boy.
Yeah, like
you'll love to see it.
Celeste isn't that bad. Like I've been trying to go for all the strawberries and stuff like that. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, like people kind of overblew. Like Celeste is difficult. It's not like fucking hard. Like I think the average gamer could get through that game.
Yeah.
With like some difficulty here and there, but like it's not like anything really that bad. It's just a little bit challenging at times. But this game I would definitely categorize as just like hard as fuck for sure. Definitely. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm making my way through it, slowly but surely, But I think that's all I was playing this week, honestly. I like dabbled a little bit in like Rogue Company a little bit here and there. I still love that game. Battlefront 2, I did a little night with my friends with that as well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of good times. But of course, the seminal new segment of Save Slot Podcast, ArachKnight PS5 watch. PS5.
L.
ArachKnight, how's it going?
Bad.
Have we made any like
No.
no strides, no progress? No.
Other than that one queue where I was closer than I've ever been.
Okay.
It's been tough.
I want to propose an idea to you. Okay. That is not scalping, okay? But what if you simply look, because a singular person can only have such a wide net, right?
Right.
So what if we get more trusted individuals involved?
Are you saying a network?
What I'm saying is, what if what if I garner your credit card information, right? And obviously I'm not gonna dox the shit out of you, like obviously I'm not, but I'm gonna use it to make other accounts, right? So that if you're ever MIA, I could perhaps instill the purchase for you.
We will discuss that individually because I will not be divulging that.
I'm not telling you to say it right now, obviously.
Let me put out my credit card number out there.
Oh, here's the CVV or whatever the fuck that 3 number is like in the back of it. But I did this same technique with a lot of friends over the holiday, and I was able to successfully get a few of them PS5s. I'm not saying all of them.
You got the magic touch that I don't have.
No, it's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. But it's just like you have more people looking out. Just more, again, like a wider net. It's not a matter of skill. It's about volume.
Of course.
People.
I honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
with the topic we're going to be discussing, and the topic on everybody's minds, I honestly don't think I can afford it.
Oh man, I hear you.
Like at this current juncture, like I've got a lot of skin in the game. Well, relative to me, because I've seen some people like online. It's like, yeah, I just lost 10 million in profits today. Like, how are you guys doing? It's like, dude, I've got like $30 in my checking account.
No, but then also to really touch base on that topic that we will get to, of course. Like, I've been seeing on the Reddit threads of people being up like 150,000, and they're like, I'm still holding because fuck Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. But
we might as well just get into it.
Do we want to? I was gonna say of course there's a big GameStop debacle.
Oh, you want to say that for the end? Like,
I was thinking that
we
just
could
to
do
cover
that.
PlayStation stuff first,
Yeah,
because I think it'd be better.
Yeah,
overall.
let's get the actual concept of the show out of the way first.
You're right. Okay, so of course this is Save Slot episode 3, PlayStation Podcast. We're gonna go over some PlayStation stuff that came out this week. It wasn't anything too crazy, but the main hullabaloo we're gonna talk about at the end, question of the week, is are you with the fall of the hedge funds or are you a coward? So we're talking about the whole GameStop stock situation, not directly tied to PlayStation. I understand that. I just really wanted to talk about it on the channel because I think it's just a fucking wild and honestly historical event, that is ironically so funny that it's tied to GameStop.
They could have picked any company.
It's literally any company. Literally, it could have been Bed Bath & Beyond, and we would not be talking about it at all. Like, I probably would have not even cared, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But because it's GameStop specifically, it just got all the gamers involved. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about that at the end of the show. We're going to get to the PlayStation stuff first, because I can see the comments already. Like if we did cover the GameStop stuff, we'd be like, oh, like, how is that, really the PlayStation? I'm Owen. Nah, I'm playing. No, shout out to Owen. I'm playing.
I was gonna say, I was about to defend Owen. I was about to jump in there.
Owen's the best of all of us.
Yeah, Owen's a king. I love Owen.
Owen's the best of all of us. But doubling back lightly towards ArachKnight PS5 watch, there's a way that you could experience a PlayStation 5 ArachKnight. This comes to us from Push Square. So what we got here is, of course, Push Square article, link below in the description to all these stories. I'm gonna just read a little bit of it, and it says dozens of different U.S. brands are pulling together to give Dallas County residents the quote night of a lifetime inside an unopened 7-Eleven Evolution store. The event hosted by Crocked Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott, for some reason. We will see you and a +1 from the same household. That's, man, you gotta bring your family. I want to bring the homie. What's wrong? Crazy. But from the same household, you can bring one other person, spending the evening in a plush, futuristic gaming palace where you'll be able to play Sony's new console and down as many Slurpees as your stomach will allow.
Yeah.
This whole thing is you can book this at Airbnb. Wait, why did they? I don't know. Isn't it Airbnb and then like the letter N and then B?
Did they put and B?
I swear to God they put and B. Is this like Airbnb? This is really Airbnb. This is weird. Why they spell out and? Huh. Okay. Well, it is that. And you can look forward to a game pod featuring a big screen TV, luxury lounges, and DualSense controllers. You will be able to stream on Twitch for 1 hour with different FaZe members, like FaZe Temper. You get unlimited access to 7-Eleven drinks, snacks, including a Slurpee drink station, Laredo Taco Company tacos, and other favorites such as Red Bull, Mountain Dew, and Doritos. So if you wanna, book this, if you're in the Dallas area, you can do this. ArachKnight, what do you say we take a flight? Mask on, of course. Hazmat suit on. And fucking do this thing.
Honestly, that sounds awful. That sounds like a miserable experience. Like,
you want to stream with FaZe Temper, man?
Dude, I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who FaZe Temper is either. I know FaZe, but I don't know FaZe Temper.
Like, I've never really been into the whole like following the esports teams like Cloud9 or FaZe or whatever. Like, I don't really care. I love competitive gaming. I think it's fun to watch, but it's not something that I follow like individually. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here for the FaZe stream, or I'm here because these specific people are here. It's like, I'm in the mood to watch this game be played by, professionals. So I'll hop in, I'll watch it, and then I'll leave, and that's the end of my experience. But like, Also, just the description of like as many Slurpees as their stomach can handle sounds so gross.
The only Slurpees I like are from Sonic.
Yeah, like, because gas station Slurpees always, in my experience, you drink them and at the bottom is just ice. It's just flavorless ice at the bottom, and it's like, what is the point? Why are we here? So
Interesting comments. Interesting comments.
I don't know. It doesn't sound worth it to me at all. Like, just take the PS5 and run.
Yeah, right. This reminds me of as a kid, one of my friends had a birthday party where they brought like the game truck type thing. I forgot what it was actually called.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Dope as fuck. Fire. But like obviously no food there on the truck. In the house,
no
yeah.
Dorito fingers.
There wasn't unlimited Doritos. That's another thing too. If people do this, they're gonna get their crusty ass Dorito fingers on the dual. Like no,
they got a team ready to just like bleach everything after, because like, let's be real, like not a lot, but the vocal minority of people that are passionate about video games are disgusting, nasty, put on some deodorant people. Like people at Smash tournaments, disgusting. Like, put on some deodorant. Like Comic-Con, E3. Well, I've only ever been to Comic-Con and conventions like that.
Okay.
The smell is like, it is pungent. It is there. It's just like sweat, and it just like I can barely smell. Fun facts about me. My sense of smell is just about dead.
Whoa.
Like,
interesting. I did not know that.
It takes very, very strong smells for me to be able to, like, if you put a cup of coffee in my face, more times than not, I won't be able to smell it.
That's so unfortunate because coffee smells delightful.
Yeah, like,
damn.
it's like, I'll know it's there. It's like if you put it in front of my face, it's like, yeah, that's coffee. But it'll be it's like you're in another room and you smell coffee from what people describe to me. It's very, very faint. But if I can smell the gamer sweat, I can imagine what it smells like to normal people.
Precisely, man. Precisely. But
yeah, no, it's just that room is probably bound to be gross, and that's not something I want to deal with.
completely understandable. But while you won't be, dealing with all that, you are currently dealing with, of course, not being able to get a PS5, as many people are. And AMD had some interesting quotes to say about the current situation, but about the PS5. They say essentially here that they expect this to continue throughout the later half of 2021. Due to, of course, they say they saw a huge spike in demand for its products last year, driven by ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Not only did the company introduce new design chips for PC users, it also had to produce custom components for current generation consoles like the PS5. And although AMD has reported record earnings, it's still having to deal with, quote, rolling shortages, unquote. This is something that I honestly thought that it would have been fine to go into a store to get a PS5 around, like, I'd say like April, and we're still not there yet, so we'll see. Maybe it does get better, but we have another story here that's right after it that goes kind of hand in hand. I'll just read it right now. Overnight last night, there was a Tokyo retailer that got a fresh stock of PS5s, but there's a Twitter video going around about this whole thing, and there is the biggest crowd of people that are close together with masks, okay, with masks, but hey, when you're that close, I'm not sure what's really getting stopped at that point. But this giant crowd was so, like, they weren't rowdy, but it was just like a lot of commotion going on at the scene, that police were called and the sales of the systems were halted because of this whole thing, because there were so many people trying to get the PS5 at this particular retailer. It is crazy. It is wild, bro.
People are desperate. Like, I'm in the boat, like, you know, we all know. Like, I've been struggling to get a PS5, but it's bad. There are people, like, I'm chilling. I'm just big chilling right now. Like, but there are people out there that are rabid.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
want it.
sorry. Yeah, I hear that. Like, and like, I'm totally not trying to paint that this crowd in Tokyo was being rowdy, or like, at least from what we saw in the video, it looked like there was nothing crazy going on, like no hitting or whatever, like
Just
that.
people excited.
It was just, yeah, like it was just, like you get a big crowd. We've all been in the big crowd before. You know, sometimes things just happen. You know, like things just happen. Yeah, like small things happen and it affects the whole group. You know, just but yeah, it was definitely like, we haven't seen that here in the States, but I'm wondering like what. Well, I mean, we haven't really seen it in the States, I feel like, because there hasn't really been in-store stock refilling, as far as I'm aware, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty much only been online, but interesting stuff.
Yeah, like I haven't seen anything in stores about people like piling up. Just in the very beginning, people would storm like Target, and I remember walking into a Target one day just to, you know, just pick up some stuff. And on the doors that open when you walk in is like, we don't have any PS5s.
Yeah.
It's like, don't ask.
Yeah, that was happening a lot. Like, when I was extremely obsessive with my local GameStop, I called them probably like 2 times the week before the PS5 came out to make sure that, hey, like, you guys have my PS5, right? Like everything's gonna be fine, right?
Tell
like,
me it's gonna be okay.
I literally paid for it all in full like a month in advance. I was like, I have a receipt. Here's my name. Do you have a confirmed system for your boy? You know, on launch day. And every time I would, you know, and I had to go in, I think the day before it came out, because they were wanting people, if they could come in, to confirm their ID with the name and everything, and the card you use to pay for it,
yes,
and all that.
Bot.
Yeah, just to make sure, hey, you're a real person or whatever. And there was hella signs in the store and outside on the front that, hey, there's no more PS5s that you can buy. Yeah, like they're sold out. Yeah, it's crazy out there. I mean, like, obviously it will get better over time. I just hope it gets better sooner than later. And at least, if anything, before holiday 2021, you know, before we get to the holiday season, you know. But we shall see. We shall see. Next up here, we covered it here on the channel in the beginning in the beginning of the week, but in case you missed it, just wanted to quickly run down your PS Plus games for February 2021. It is my birthday month, and y'all got treated with some bangers.
You're welcome.
I'll have to say. I'm not saying it's because my birthday. I'm gonna say it might be. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be getting Control Ultimate Edition for PS4 and PS5. Of course, on PS5, you will be getting all the visual enhancements that come along with that version of the game. And with the Ultimate Edition, you will get DLC, which was, I know one of them was the Alan Wake DLC, and the other one that came out before it, I forgot what it was. But you'll get all the DLC for Control on both versions of the game, whether you're on PS4 or PS5. You'll also get access to Concrete Genie. There isn't a PS5 version, but of course you can play the PS4 version on PS5. This is a little game that came out, I think, 2 years ago at this point. I liked it, right? It's you know, like a smaller scale game, a smaller scale story, but I thought it was honestly overall pretty good. You know, I really recommend that if you don't got anything to play, you don't want to check out Control, definitely check out Concrete Genie. It's a fun 10-hour game. I liked it a lot. But the last one here that you'll be getting access to is on PS5 only. It is Destruction All-Stars. Of course, this game did get delayed out of the launch day lineup for PS5. It is a multiplayer only vehicular combat game. Once again, I do have a breakdown of the state of play recorded. Just gotta edit that, and that should be up on Tuesday probably when the game drops. So all of the PS games will be available on Tuesday, February 2nd, coming up. So yeah, just definitely check out this Destruction All Stars content. Definitely might stream that here this week. We will see, but yeah, overall it's looking it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good for PS Plus. Any games you want to check out here?
If I had a PS5, I would have loved to check out Control.
Ooh, that reminded me. You can redeem PS5 games on the PlayStation app if you don't have the system anyway. So I would definitely do that. If you haven't been doing that, definitely recommend that. That way, when you get a PS5, you got all those games that were on PS Plus. Definitely a pro tip there.
Tip. I remember hiding away your copy of Control back in 2019. It's like, hey, I need you to go hide this somewhere.
Oh shit, yeah, right. That was back when me and ArachKnight worked together at the same restaurant, and I bought a copy of Control off of another employee, and I think I asked you to just like put it somewhere out.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
it was really funny because I had been working there for like maybe 2 weeks at that point.
Good times.
And so we were just getting to know each other, and he's like, "Hey, do you mind hiding this game for me?" I was like, "Huh?"
Oh, Control by Remedy Entertainment, huh? Okay.
That's like, okay. So I just hit it. It's like that was our first really interactive experience, was me hiding a game for you.
Look at that. It came full fucking circle. Look at that. Came full circle. But also, Control's a good fucking game. Control's a good one. That one's big. Have you played Control?
I have not. I've seen a lot of gameplay surrounding it, and I've been wanting it because it's on. I think it's on the Epic Games Store.
I see.
But I don't know. I've just been waiting for a discounted price, and there's no better discounted price than $0. So.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like eventually it'll probably be free at some point for PC, of course. But it's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. I wouldn't say play it right now or whatever, but if you get around to it, you'll definitely enjoy it. It's a good one. It's a good one. Next up here, I'm probably gonna make a self-dedicated video to this probably sometime soon. Maybe not. I don't know. But I found this resource, and I figured it'd be useful for those that have PS5s, right? So it's called backwards/compatible.com. This is a website that has thoroughly tested, at least right now, 577 games, and I think they're still testing them to this day and still adding to the database. But it's a resource where you can look up any game that's on PS4 and see how it runs on PS5 via this website. So you can browse by tags that tag for performance best on PS5, locked to 60 frames, native 4K, HDR. If there's any graphics issues, they'll flag it there as well. It's a really cool resource. I definitely thought I would just give it some shine here on the podcast because definitely useful stuff here, And of course, I had to check out FF7 Remake, and to no surprise, there's absolutely nothing changed, unfortunately, for the PS5 version. Not yet, though. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
But yeah, just want to give that a little shine right there as well. ArachKnight. What's the most awarded game in history?
I don't know. Would you like to tell the class?
A week ago, actually, I did not know this, but a week ago it was The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah, no. That's why everybody's making such a huge deal of it, is because no one thought The Witcher would ever be topped. But here we are. We have a new king.
I didn't realize that The Witcher 3 was the number one though. I don't know if I never just looked into that or whatever, but I don't even think I would have guessed that.
If you had to guess, what would you have thought?
Oh, maybe one of the classic Mario games or some shit like that, But no, because I guess nobody was really reviewing that wise. Yeah, so it would be something modern, where reviews are more prevalent nowadays than back then for sure. I would have thought maybe Breath of the Wild or some shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Breath of the Wild. There's they do go over some lists, but now of course the most awarded game is The Last of Us Part 2. It surpassed The Witcher 3 this week. And this is before DICE. So, you know, DICE is probably going to bring it up even more. But for additional context, of course, although there are others that are on the list as well, like God of War 2018, like we said before, Breath of the Wild as well, was on that list as well and everything. So yeah, I mean, just pretty cool that, you know, Last of Us Part 2, top spot now, you know, even though it's divisive, you know. But
yeah, it's still very, very, like, divisive, like, on how people feel about it. And, you know, like, even here, like, with this small sample size, like, I thought it was okay. Like,
right, yeah,
it wasn't my game of the year by any stretch of the margin, but, like, I thought it was okay. I thought it was worth it, like, worth the time. Like, I still would have bought it and played it day one if current me could go back and tell me from a year ago when we were doing Road to Part 2. Shout out to that. We've been doing podcasts together for a year now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think I think it's been just about a year.
Oh my god, it was January. Yeah. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. Damn. Think about a year ago. We were all chilling, thinking 2020 was going to be our fucking year. It's going to be great. I was a new graduate, you know?
I remember something really funny. In January, I remember I was hanging out with a bunch of friends when, you know, you could do that. And after what my life had been in 2019, January 2020 was a great month. It was a great month for me. Like, I had gotten a new job. I was happy with all of my friends. Like everything that I had gone wrong in 2019 went right in January of 2020. I remember sitting with all of them, and I was like, you know, I'm throwing a joke. It's like, you know, things have been great for a whole month. You know, I think that makes life kind of boring. I wonder what's the next thing that's gonna happen.
Oh no.
It's like, you know, like as a joke, like just a throwaway comment. It's like, yeah, like stuff's been kind of slow. Like everything in my life's great. What's gonna happen? I wonder what the next, you know, blow up is gonna be to make things a little interesting. And lo and behold, a mere month and a half later, everything started to fall apart.
Wow. ArachKnight caused a pandemic.
I remember remember those jokes at work about, I don't know if I can say this, but the race war. Do you remember? Were you there for that?
No. Wait, what?
I remember our dishwasher at the time. Can I say his name?
Nah, let's not. Let's not.
The tall one, the very tall one, very cool.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
So, yeah, we made a joke about the race war, and then when everything started happening in June, I got like 10 different texts saying, "You caused this."
Oh man.
I'm an oracle, dude.
It's a fucking oracle, bro. It is what it is, dog. But another thing too that was making the rounds as well. This will definitely be its own video this week too, but just want to say it here as well. There's talk about the PS5 patch for Last of Us Part 2. It's making the rounds. This is only surprising to me because I was almost like I could honestly probably still like bet money that like we're not getting a patch. It's gonna be Last of Us Part 2 remastered. It's gonna come with factions or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to buy it again.
I hope not.
That's what they honestly thought it was gonna go down, you know. But apparently there was this insider, which she did get a lot of things right during her leaks or his, honestly, like I don't know the gender. But this this reset era user, you know, properly predicted some PS5 showcase stuff that was announced at that showcase. So she I guess has a little bit of credibility from that whole standpoint. But she said, quote, I know a patch was in the works at some point, but I'm not sure if it's still happening or when. So, according to her knowledge, a PS5 patch for TLOU 2 was / could still be in development and coming out, allegedly speaking. You know, so that's cool. It definitely needs a patch. And honestly, I would love to just sit everyone down, you know, sit all the creative directors, you know, all the heads of these studios down and go, listen, Guerrilla Games, Naughty Dog, hello, hi, how are you? Okay. Would you like some water? Just kidding, I have no water. Look, Horizon Zero Dawn and TLOU 2. You know what? Let me get Square Enix as well. Let me sit you down as well for Final Fantasy 7. Okay, listen to me. Look, I don't need you guys to make the game look better. All we want is 60 frames. Am I right, ArachKnight?
60 frames? I don't know, man. 60 frames is still hard on the eyes.
I hate this motherfucker. I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
After how crisp and smooth 144 hertz is.
Listen, I know. Listen. Just, you know, the drivers. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the BIOS. You know.
Yeah, have fun with your slideshow.
Oh man, you know, it's just, you know, it's too much. Man.
30 frames. You telling me you got less than a fourth?
No.
Disgusting.
30 frames is a slideshow.
Even
facts.
60, that's still
60
less
is not
than
a
half.
slide. 60
that's
is not.
still less than half. That is a slideshow. That is an old-timey black and white film.
60 is not a slideshow.
It's, dude, 144 is like, it's smooth as butter. It's like skating on ice.
Oh man. Let's hope we. Is it not? No, go ahead.
Hey, Sony, you see what Microsoft's doing? It's making them some money. Not the $120 game Xbox Live. Ignore that. I know they reversed it. I know they reverted that.
Shit, did we bring that up last week?
We did bring it up. I know we talked about it.
You know what? We didn't bring up that they took it back.
Well, if you didn't know, they took it back. Yeah. Rightfully so, because $120 a year is absurd. So, indeed. All I'm saying, I expect to see Demon Souls, Bloodborne on PC. Give me that. Because, hey, it'll make you money, it'll make me happy, and win-win.
Also, Bloodborne 60 frames as well. I forgot to bring that up too. Bloodborne.
Yeah, but imagine Bloodborne 144 frames.
But like drivers, you know.
Yeah, well, have fun with your switch. Dude, that's a PowerPoint presentation.
See the Microsoft PowerPoint logo in front of the game.
Yeah. You're loading up Office, trying to play your games at 30 and 60. Hard on the eyes.
Fucking PCs, man. Shout out to PCs, man. Shout out to PCs. You know what I'm saying? This next topic is gonna be our last thing we bring up, but we're gonna just, you know, lightly dip into it, okay? Because we're gonna dip and take the full plunge, if you will, next week. This will be the main topic next week. So, you know what? I'll give you all some homework early, okay? Look at this link in the description, as well as all of our other links that we talked about here on this fine podcast. And I want you guys to look at the Dice Award nominees and drop it in like the Discord, tweet it at me, put it in a DM, put it in the comments, whatever. Let me know what you would vote for in the Dice Award nominees, okay? These are going down. There's 11 nominations for Ghost of Tsushima. There's 11 nominations for Last of Us Part 2, excuse me. Ghost of Tsushima has 10 nominations, you know what I'm saying? They also got a nod for Online Game of the Year. That's fucking cool. Yeah. That's cool. Legends got nominated for Online Game of the Year. I like that. That's a good one. But there's also Miles Morales got nominated 5 times. Dreams got in there. Playroom, MLB The Show 20, you know what I'm saying? And there's also Final Fantasy 7 Remake in there as well, which is not a full edition exclusive. It's only timed right now, but still nonetheless. And there's other games as well, Animal Crossing, Hades, etc. So we'll be going more into depth. That will be the main topic next week. We're gonna vote, here on the podcast. Perhaps a wager will be set. Who knows? We'll see. But definitely let us know what your nominees and winners would be in any way to contact us. So Discord server, comments, Twitter, DMs, wherever. Definitely let us know. But yeah. You got anything to say about the DICE Awards, I know the DICE Awards is really more of like a very much industry award show. It's definitely like not the similar common folk gathering as like the Game Awards, but got any thoughts on DICE Awards before we head into our main topic?
Nothing that immediately comes to mind. Like, I'm definitely excited to see what they do with the DICE Awards and everything going on there. And I think we can all expect, like, what'll sweep the show.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I wanted to see FF7R get some more love.
Definitely. That I echo that from you. Definitely. I think that'd be really cool. For sure. But moving on, of course, the main question of the week this week. ArachKnight, are you with the hedge funds are you with the hedge funds or are you a coward?
Are you with the hedge funds or are you with the move? Like do you mean like
no?
you're against
It's
the
like,
hedge funds?
Are you with the bad people or are you
with
a
the
coward?
fall? Wait.
Oh, I forgot that. Are you with the fall? Wait, I fucked that whole question up.
That's a very important word in this particular problem.
Are you down with the fall of the hedge funds or are you a coward? Question mark.
We all know me. I am not a coward. This is something that comes to mind. Like when asked this specific question. Like, what incentive does the common folk, for lack of a better word, have to stay with the hedge funds? Because throughout the 2008 economic crisis in the United States, it is public. It is information. There are pictures of people at Wall Street looking down at the protesters, drinking champagne and laughing.
Yep.
As these people were crowding and chanting for their lives, for their livelihoods and the livelihoods of their families. And you have the 1% and the elitists sitting above them, literally laughing at them as these people are struggling to make ends meet and to survive. It is throughout the entire course of Wall Street's documented history, there are little to no tidbits and pieces of evidence that support, altruism and nobility with their wealth. What they do is what they've always done, is protect themselves. People have said that, interviewed recently in the last few days, is that their motives to shut down and to push traders online, such as Robinhood, to limit GameStop stock and AMC stock and other stocks like Dogecoin, is to protect themselves. That is a direct quote. I don't know who said it, but with a quick Google search I could figure it out, but my keyboard's loud. So these people have done everything in their power, and throughout the weekend they'll do substantially more because we can't trade. The common people cannot trade on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, the stock market's closed on the weekends.
Ah, okay.
So they can still do whatever they need to do. They can still go and make calls and make movements on their own in order to protect themselves, which is what they're going to do. So this next coming week is really going to be the definitive statement between the people and Wall Street.
Yeah.
I don't see why the common people would support them. Like, they're not the ones that hold the economy up. It's the people. Like,
yeah, I was actually talking to a friend this week, and he was saying that, like, you know, he hopes that this whole thing doesn't last because in his perspective, a lot of those billionaires at the top are the ones that own businesses and that employ a lot of people. And I'm like, well, those are still also the same people that caused my dad to lose his job in 2008.
well,
You know what I'm saying? Working downtown. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're also the same people that you know, caused a lot of people to lose their fucking homes back in 2008, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure they do employ a lot of people, right? And I'm sure that one can make a point where it'd be better for more individuals if they keep those businesses afloat, which would require them to keep their money afloat. But I don't know, man. I don't know, dog.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
it's that, to the extent of my knowledge, I'm definitely no expert, but it's not the stock market like that funds these companies and keeps them afloat. The companies themselves, their value as a company, the companies are the independent variable. How they do is, like, what they do causes a rift in the stock market. If they're a successful company that looks promising, the people put in their money to create an increase in stock value. So when, like, let's say we'll use Bitcoin as an example, not a company, but, you know, a cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
When Elon Musk put Bitcoin in his bio, it shot up. When Elon Musk talked about Cyberpunk in a positive light, CD Projekt Red stock jumped up 20%. It's the public's perception of these companies and their value that drives the stock market up. Like, these companies independently, like, let's say no one wanted to invest in Amazon, but they're still doing everything that they do now.
Yeah.
The same quality, the same fashion, same everything. But no one wanted to invest in Amazon. That would drive away investors that help fund the company, yeah. But it's a majority of, like, a company's value comes from what themselves, and the public, like the public, like us, like we stimulate it, we help it out.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we play a factor, but we're not the definitive statement. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm no expert. I could be getting all of this wrong because I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, like, let's just first and foremost obviously claim that, like, me and you are not experts.
I could be totally wrong in all this because I did read something about AMC and how we kind of just we push them out of debt because we're giving them money. I don't know. I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I've been doing a lot of research behind this, right? And, like, you know, the question does arise: would I have cared about this if it wasn't GameStop at the heart of it? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe I would have looked into it. I don't know. But do we want to kind of, like, try to explain how this all happened?
I just rambled for like 5 minutes, and that was
No, I hear you. Yeah,
that was
no,
wrong.
It's cool. No, it's cool. But, like, I think that I have a grasp at what happened here in a very lame terms that I think I could explain. And I would like you to freeze and call me out if I'm wrong about something.
Like, again, I don't know. Like, I've talked a lot of, like, info on this show and other shows. Like, this is new territory for me.
Definitely for me too. So I think how it went down, right, was that these investors, right, and I believe also these hedge funds as well, I think that what you could call them as well, but these particular investors that play the stock market a lot, right, what they tend to do is that when they see a company trending downwards, right, slowly over time, they will increase the rate at which that company is going downwards in their overall stock value by betting against the stock, by essentially, hoping and betting that this company continues to go down, which in some sort of process that makes them money.
Yes.
I think, yeah, like, I'm not sure if it's because that the amount that, so let's say, like, these investors, bought GameStop stock at like $5, but as the GameStop goes down to like $2, the other $3 are insured by a separate company or fund. And somehow that all works out to a net profit. Like, however it is managed, I probably said something wrong there, but they bet against the stock and in hopes that the stock would go down, and in some way when it does go down, by everyone betting against that stock, they make profit. Is that pretty much right? For the most part?
For the most part, to the extent of my knowledge. Like, this is very new territory. Like, and like, let us preface, like, this is like not financial advice. This is just two nerds.
Oh my god! Yeah. Yes, number fucking one. This is not financial advice. Not at fucking all. No, I can tell you about PS5 games, not about stocks. But go ahead.
Yeah, like these are just two people speculating on what we've been saying. Like, this is not advice. This isn't anything you should do. Like, there's just two people living in the world and reacting to it.
Facts.
So, it's like, I don't know. Like, I know that there are people that bet against the stock. Like, people bet against GameStop and lost money because of it. Because GameStop has been on the downward spiral for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's evident. But it was the safe bet. Like, if you told me a month ago, it's like, hey, you should put $1,000 in GameStop stock, I would have called you an idiot.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, why would I waste my money?
But then we definitely should have.
Yeah,
I definitely should have.
A month ago, I would have went back to me in the middle of the night. It's like, hey, go put money in GameStop right now.
I would have done it, absolutely.
Oh yeah, but
yeah. What?
Yeah, and it's just, this is making a lot of rich people angry.
Yes. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't particularly care. I don't think a lot of us care because we've seen, like, have you seen the posts comparing, like, oh, billionaires are, the rich made $3.9 billion throughout the pandemic, and workers lost out on $3.7 billion.
Yeah. That's the main reason why, and like that's really like a part of the fuel of this overall, Wall Street Bets Reddit movement. While yes, people are making money on this whole thing, absolutely, and like people that are the common folk that I'm down with them getting money, absolutely, right? A lot of them are citing that, hey, a lot of these people made profit during the pandemic, like when everything was shutting down, lockdown, collapsing, whatever. There were investors out there making moves and making money hand over fist. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that calls a lot of ethical questions, but I also want to go over the part 2 of the explanation of like what I gather what is going on, right? So to recap quickly, of course, investors bet against GameStop as GameStop was trending downwards, which then caused GameStop to go down even further to further accelerate not only the GameStop stock price going down in value, but also the amount of revenue and profit that these investors were gaining off of that decline, right? So that's number one. This Reddit, this Reddit user that I think the one that is the head of the Wall Street Bets Reddit, which is a Reddit that has been around for a while. It's not just something that's new.
It surged though. It went from like 1 million users to 6 million.
Yeah, last night it was like 6.6 million, and I obviously joined that shit because come on, man, I'm with the people. I am with the people, truly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, a lot of these people aren't out there for profit. Like,
A lot of them aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're really trying to say fuck them, but how they're saying fuck them, right? Is that so this one dude that leads the Wall Street Bets was like, hey guys, look at GameStop right now. Like, there are investors that are betting against it and they're making a profit out of it, and like potentially they are like, what they essentially do is that like they like low key drown companies like GameStop to oblivion, and that causes, of course, in the loss of jobs, the loss of, you know, people being able to put food on the table for their families. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are employees at a company that these other investors are purposely dragging this company down to the depths to where they could go bankrupt, right? And it's for their profit, right? So Reddit saw this, Wall Street Bets saw this. They were like, hey, yo, we're not gonna stand for this. So what these homies started doing was buying GameStop stock in excess, just buying a fuck ton of GameStop stock, which then caused the GameStop stock value to increase and rise up expeditiously, right? And
exponentially,
excuse me, yes, exponentially and expeditiously, all of the different ways that you could categorize a spike. It was a fucking spike, right? Which, because these investors betted against the stock and the stock went not in their favor and it went up because of the Redditors, right? I think how this works is that when you buy you know what, I don't want to say that. I don't know how that actually works in theory, but I know that because GameStop stock went up, these investors lost hella money.
Yes.
And it's fucking great. And it's fantastic to see.
I saw a video where this man, I believe in Wall Street, was screaming and throwing a chair around the office because of us. And he said some words I'm not going to repeat. But honestly, fuck him.
Fuck him. Dude, there was someone on, I think it was CNBC or some other news network, and they were saying, oh, these are a bunch of fucking, you know, just random people with their stimulus checks trying to organize an attack on the... Yeah, he said, oh, these are a bunch of people that just got their fucking stimulus check and are trying to coordinate an attack on the rich. I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely. Fuck y'all. The fuck?
Did you get your stimmy? Because I sure didn't.
I did not. I got my first stimmy, but my second one is still out there in the ether. I don't know where the hell it's at. I would graciously like that, because honestly, bro, after what he said, yo, I low-key might mess around and put half my stimmy in GameStop, low-key. I probably won't, but
again, let me preface in big bolded letters, not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. Thank you.
Yeah, no. If I get a notification from my bank, like Chase, it's like, hey, your stimmy is in. I am buying GameStop stock as soon as this recording is over.
Yeah, because I mean, if what I've learned this week and what my father has told me plenty of times beforehand, but what I understand now more than ever, like this week is right, is you got to treat investment kind of like how you would treat going to a casino.
Yeah.
Right. You put forth the money that you're okay with never seeing again.
Yeah, you walk in, I'm about to lose $500.
Facts, and hope that you get profit, sure, but if it, just be okay with the worst possible scenario, which you lose all of it.
Yeah, you know, you just ripped it up.
Yes, absolutely, right.
Which is what I'm doing. I walked in knowing, because even the worst case scenario, I'm still standing with these people, the people working for, a message instead of the money. They're working for a cause.
Yes.
And profit would be nice because I'm a college student, but it's worst case scenario, you hold until until something changes, because something needs to change.
Absolutely. And what's crazy is that like we're not even like through with everything that happened, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, that started happening. Investors started losing hella money. You love to see it. It was a great thing. GameStop really started memeing. Fucking Elon Musk tweeted out GME, which again shot it again. And then after that quote I told you about, where like we saw a lot of the investors being mad and upset about the whole thing, but then also specifically that one quote where he said, "Oh, these common folk are just using their refund checks or whatever just to you know assault and attack on the wealthy, whatever." Things escalated very, very quickly. Like
he made a mistake.
Very, 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 very quickly. Like things got expeditiously quickly, right? Which then caused a lot of interesting things to happen. Robinhood. The Robinhood app, you know, allegedly prided itself in, you know, even naming your app Robinhood, you know, a popular person that stole from the wealthy to give to the poor, right? You built this mantra about having this, you know, financial app that was for the common person and brought a bit of like democracy to investing, right? Completely just went back on that whole fucking thing, and they froze the ability for people to buy GameStop and AMC stock entirely.
Yeah.
Like how do you do that?
Illegally.
I'm like, if I don't like, I really don't like, I'm having a hard time understanding how that is not clear market manipulation.
It, like, with all of the class action lawsuits,
yeah,
on
that
their
too.
way,
Yeah,
it is absolutely market manipulation. Like, it's a mess. It's absolutely a mess, and you have a bunch of front-running representatives of the country, such as our Queen AOC.
Our Queen AOC.
And, you know, Ted Cruz. Like,
yeah, him.
Like, pushing behind the concept that this is absolutely not okay. And
you know how bad you have to fuck up to get Ted Cruz to agree with AOC,
like,
and then Mark Rubio to agree with both of them,
and Ben Shapiro, who will talk about AOC at any opportunity he can for some reason. But this is like, what am I thinking? Like, you remember? Did you read Civil War?
I didn't read it, but of course I watched the seminal film, of course, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't read it.
In Civil War, they had both the heroes and the villains working together against each other. Like, you'd have little pieces of heroes and villains on Team Cap, heroes and villains on Team Iron Man. Like, this is like that. It feels like we've got, like, the end game kind of situation. And it feels like it. It feels like we're approaching the end game. And it's only been a few days. Dude,
I feel like this is gonna, man, because things are still picking up steam. You know, I think you're right when you said that, like, this upcoming week is gonna be very telling about what the fuck is gonna go down. You know, because I wasn't flirting with the idea of actually investing and being a part of this movement to say, fuck the rich dude that apparently, oh, so you can clearly manipulate the market to your own game, but oh, heaven forbid when the fucking poors get a hold of what you're doing and do the exact same thing that you're doing to companies back at you. Apparently now we want to stop the stocks. Apparently now we want to take the ball home off the court and stop playing basketball, right? Like, now we want to stop? Okay, that's quite interesting. You know, so like, now I am 100%, like, now I'm down. And I feel like I'm not alone in that. Like, I think a lot of people are now like, yo, let's do it. you know, and like I'm young, I'm 22, you're also young as well, you know, we're not cognizant adults with incomes, if you will, back in 2008, but I know a lot of people were. I know our parents were, you know what I'm saying? I know my dad's in this because of that too, you know.
Yeah, this is,
I think it's gonna grow, man.
oh, like, yeah,
I
we're
think
not
so.
we're not done yet.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't wait till next week. Oh
this
man.
story
Shit.
this story's not done developing. like when I say the end game was a 3-hour long film. Like, we still got plenty to go.
You're right. Endgame was 3 hours, Kevin. You're right.
Like,
You're right.
we still got a long way to go before the story's over. And if I had to put money on it, I would like to say that things are never gonna be the same.
Nah, yeah. I think I feel that too. Like, why would we stop now?
Like,
You know, like
yeah,
if
what's the point?
why would we stop? Why would we stop? You know, and another thing too is like I think it's very interesting, right? If we take all of this and look at it with the context of the pandemic, right? And how the, you know, powers that be at the government, right, back, you know, in March, great. We got one stimulus check, $1,200 in like April or May, right? That's great. And then for months, for the rest of the fucking year, they could not put out a bipartisan bill to get checks to the American people. They, for real, gave us $1,200 for the rest of 2020. And it's like, I think it's just quite like poetry that us as the people, we're going to get our money. Like, however way we're going to get it. We're either going to plead for you to give it to us during a worldwide pandemic, and if you don't want to do that, we're going to take it from you. You know? I don't know. I just find that like very interesting, you know? And like there's been some really cool stories too on the Reddit of like people, you know, paying for their dog's knee operation, you know, or paying off their home or paying off their college debt or literally being able to buy fucking food or like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been a lot of good that has came out of this, as well as of course fuck the system and fuck the investors, you know? It's interesting.
Is it?
Poetry.
But
Yeah.
this is not a political podcast, so
Absolutely not.
so we will rein it in. I feel like it's cool because it's GameStop. We all grew up with GameStop.
Yeah. Shout out to GameStop.
Like, sure, they've been a little stingy. They have a reputation of being stingy with their
The trade-in
trade-ins.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a little rough, but I have good experiences playing like games from GameStop, going in, being excited to see everything, like as a kid and even as an adult, like going to the mall. Like the first place I want to check out is always GameStop. Like I feel like I would lose something important to like just myself, because it's something I've done since I was a kid. Like from like way back when I was young, I remember every time I would go to the mall, every time, the first place I would ask to go, and really the only place I would ask to go, is GameStop. It's like, hey, can we check out GameStop? I would go in, I would look around for a bit. If there was nothing cool, then I was like, yeah, that's cool, looking at video games. And I have good experiences from there. I got my Captain America shield from there. Like, I'm glad. I'm definitely glad with GameStop. I'm very, very happy with how the people have reacted to AMC, because something that I've missed and something that I would have definitely been hurting about is if we lost movie theaters.
Yeah.
I've missed going to the movies. I want to go to the movies. AMC's a great place to go see movies. So, you know, good moves, everybody. Also, shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog for last year, for being the only movie to release last year.
Shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog. I still gotta watch that movie, man.
It's good. It's a good time. I liked it, but I'm also super
know.
biased.
So many people. I mean, even like my friend that like is not into Sonic, like he fucking loved it. He's like, Kev, I literally cannot wait for the sequel.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
it's filming in March.
Yeah. So it definitely has to be a good movie for sure. But yeah, definitely, to reel and at this, legit, the only reason why the gaming community really talked about it was because GameStop was at the heart of it, and I think also like there's a lot of crossover with like internet culture and gamers, obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, and maybe that might be like a bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's so much of a stretch to say that, like, generally speaking, internet culture and gaming culture really go hand in hand in like a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're more likely to find a gamer with a Reddit account than not. I don't know. Maybe that's taking it a step farther, but I don't know. It's what I think personally, and maybe I'm blinded because I'm in the whole space itself, So, and I can't say that like how we interface with gaming is the same as everyone else, because like it's definitely not. But yeah, no, this is very, very interesting. I definitely want to just talk about it because it's definitely something that, at least from like a lot of people were saying that are into finance and into the stock market and all that like this is definitely a historical moment that will probably be talked about in college courses. Like what exactly happened, like this famous short squeeze, and this whole thing.
Like,
but
what's funny?
What's up?
Like, your kids, like, if they take, like, econ in high school, it's like, all right, let's talk about 2021.
Fuck yeah.
And then
tell my kid, look, that shit was crazy.
You woke up one morning and everyone chose violence.
Everybody chose violence against the system. It was fucking great. It was hot. Definitely hot. But yeah, I'm definitely, looking into getting involved with this more fiscally, if you will. Once again, absolutely no financial advice here to be had. We're not doing it. It's not what I'm saying. But
yeah, like we're even unsure on what we're talking about. Like we're this is coming from two very new novice like individuals interested in how it all works. Like
yeah,
we are novices, we are not professionals, we are not formally educated on the concept of this. Like that whole ramble I did, probably not even all the way right. Like
nah, I feel like we were probably like 80 to 85% mostly right about some things.
Yeah, like with a generalized concept of what we've perceived. So,
like I may not be able to tell you how these investors are making profit off of betting against a stock and it going down, but I know that it's happening. At least, like I know that's how they're doing it. I can't tell you how.
The concept exists.
But the concept is there, precisely. Like, yeah, definitely.
But shout out GameStop. We will see you in the next coming years, GameStop. We promise you that.
Most definitely. Well, I bought my PS5 at GameStop. Sucks for them kind of because they sold me a digital edition, which of course they must know that they can no longer make profit off of any further purchases on the PS5 in terms of games. But
unless you can buy digital codes from GameStop.
I mean, yeah.
Why would you? But
not wrong. I could. You know what? The next PlayStation gift card I get, I might just peruse the GameStop.
Yeah, you can buy gift cards. Buy gift cards from GameStop.
I might just do that, ArachKnight. You know what I'm saying? We got Returnal coming up. I might just peruse over. Perhaps give him a little business. You know what I'm saying? I may just do that.
I don't think, other than the Captain America shield, I think the last game I bought from GameStop was Spider-Man 2018.
Dude, I don't. Fuck. I think my last game was God of War. Honestly, 2018. Yeah, I think that might have been it.
I might pick up Returnal from GameStop.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're able to make me some profit, absolutely.
I help you, you help me.
Listen, you scratch my back, even though yes, you did scar all of our backs with your trading policies. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this could be the start of a new relationship with the gamers and GameStop. Perhaps we could have some more appealing trade-in offers. Perhaps
it's a new day.
It is a new day. Like, hey, Wall Street bets. Perhaps we should do this. Perhaps we should work with companies and hey, listen, let's start with GameStop. Perhaps we get a revision in your trading policy, and perhaps we make your stock go up a little bit more next week. Probably something in there is illegal for sure. Probably something in there is illegal, but if it's not, maybe we do. I don't know. We'll see. But that has been the GameStop situation. Of course, there's plenty of other places to get more detailed and more informative thoughts, but that's just the opinion of two gamers, about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, ArachKnight, where can people find you?
I'm on the PlayStation Source Discord that you can find in the description below. I'm under the same name. Come in there, talk about video games, talk about Resident Evil women, talk about just hot video game women in general.
Are we gonna open up a stocks channel on the Discord?
Absolutely not. Because after this whole thing ends, that channel's gonna be dead.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm on Twitter at Orly_Macias, where I just talk about video games and comic books. It started out as a nerd Twitter account. It's gonna end as a nerd Twitter account. I'm just there. I'm vibing, talking about cool stuff.
You love to see it, and of course, I had to do a little burp right there. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Kev, you right? You good? Okay, you're good. This has been, of course, Safe Side Podcast, Episode 3, the weekly news show about any and all things PS5, PlayStation games, and PlayStation itself. Of course, you can catch the show here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and you can check out our anchor link in the description to find us on other podcast platforms of your choice. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Rate the podcast as well, guys. Go to Spotify. I'll have ArachKnight be the correspondent Spotify lookout. See if we got any reviews there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm, of course, on, Apple Music and Apple Podcasts and all that. But, definitely write in, guys. Let us know. We'll read it out to the people. Read out to the class, if you will. And it also helps us get seen by more viewers so we can grow the PSS family here. And, of course, down below, you can find us on other platforms. If you can't get enough of us, you can find us on Twitter and Discord, as well as ArachKnight mentioned. Twitter at PSSourceVids, and links below in the description to that. And as well, you can like or dislike the show. Give us a rating. Why not? Let us know what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. And if you're feeling generous, you can, of course, hit that join button to become a member of the channel with the $1 Prince tier or the $5 King tier and get access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shout outs and all PSS content, just like the homies ArachKnight, Chungi, Caleb Kaiser, Owen, we're gonna shout out Starks again. Shout out to Starks. You know what I'm saying? And of course, stream series still going on, and definitely look out for uploads this week, as well as on Monday. I'm gonna say it one more time. Definitely peep the video on Monday. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to really go out and show up and support that video on Monday. Definitely do. And thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week. And as always, greatness waits. Later, guys.